Hello students, I hope that all of you are fine and healthy. Students, as everyone knows that nowadays our country is going through a very difficult and hard situation due to the outbreak of the coronavirus and also for the cyclone. So again I am going to make the same request to all of you that please stay inside your home to be safe, fine and healthy. And today's video is for class 4. So class 4, in the previous video I explained or we discussed about this topic called vocabulary. In the previous video I explained some ways that you can follow in your day-to-day life to enhance or to increase or to expand your vocabulary. I also explained the definition of vocabulary, types of vocabulary, and also 50 ways to expand your vocabulary. Vocabulary is very much important in our day-to-day life for communication. So that's why the importance of vocabulary also I explained in the previous video. Today I shall discuss some more ways or some new ways that you can follow in your day-to-day life or in your everyday life to expand or to build a better vocabulary. But it's very much important for all of us to recapitulate whatever things we have learned earlier. It means that before entering the topic of the day or before learning something new, we need to recapitulate the old one. That means before entering some new lesson or the new lesson, we need to recap or we need to recapitulate whatever things we have learned in the previous video about the vocabulary. So today, before entering the topic, we shall recapitulate for few minutes. We shall recapitulate the things we have learned in the previous video. So I know that some of the students, it might be that some of the students, they don't know the meaning of this word recapitulate. So I shall discuss the meaning of this word recapitulate, and also I shall show you the synonyms for this word recapitulate. So you can see in this picture that there is one V sign. So this V sign indicates that recapitulate is a verb, or the verb recapitulate belongs to the category of verb, or it belongs to verb. So in case of parts of speech, recapitulate is verb. And the meaning of this word recapitulate is to summarize or to repeat briefly. So the word recapitulate belongs to the parts of speech verb, and the meaning of the word recapitulate is to summarize or to repeat briefly. Again I am repeating, the word recapitulate belongs to the parts of speech verb and it means to summarize or to repeat briefly. Now, as I have just said that I shall show you the synonyms for the word recapitulate for your better understanding. So what are other words for recapitulate? Just look: recap, summarize, repeat, sum up, epitomize, reiterate, restate, recount, review, rehearse. So these are the words that you can use in place of recapitulate. In simple words or in simple sentence, I can tell you that these are the synonyms of the word recapitulate. So what are the synonyms of the word recapitulate? Recap, summarize, repeat, sum up, epitomize, reiterate, restate, recount, review and rehearse. So let's just recap. I have just explained what is the meaning of the word recapitulate. So recap is just the synonym of the word recapitulate. So now we shall recap for few minutes whatever things we have learned. So first of all, we shall discuss or we shall revise about the definition of the word vocabulary. I hope that everyone watched the previous video or the part 1 video of how to enhance your vocabulary. Those who are watching this video or this part 2 video for the first time, I'm requesting to them that please watch the part 1 video of how to enhance or how to increase your vocabulary. So just look at the definition of the word or what is vocabulary. Vocabulary refers to the words we must know to communicate effectively in reading, writing, speaking and listening. First of all, you have to listen, then you will try to speak or then you will try to use those new words while you are speaking. Then you will try to read and then you will try to write. So vocabulary refers to the new words we must know to communicate effectively. Effectively means very well. In simple words, I can illustrate effectively means very well. So using new words or more words while communication with others. So now the importance of vocabulary. A large vocabulary means a very big stock of words, huge stock of words. A large vocabulary helps us to communicate and express what we mean. The size of your vocabulary is directly linked to your reading comprehension. A person may be judged by others based on his or her vocabulary. So if you are having a good or a huge stock of words, then it will help you to communicate and express what you are trying to say. The size of your vocabulary, if you are having a lot of words in your mind, so you can comprehend any reading passage. By knowing and memorizing a lot of vocabulary, we can easily and fluently communicate with others. Yes, just as the previous picture, that if you know a lot of words, you can express what you are feeling inside you. We will be able to express more ideas so we can communicate the ideas more effectively. Suppose you have some wonderful ideas, but just because of the lack of words, you can't express your ideas. So if you will have enough words in your mind, you can express those ideas very effectively. Vocabulary also influences the communicative competence. Communicative competence means, suppose you are going to talk with your principal. At that time, you don't have the fear that you have lack of words or you can't speak whatever you are feeling. That is called a communicative competence. If you have more words, you can speak with a free mind with another person. Now, how to improve your vocabulary? I discussed some ways in the previous video, that these ways if you follow in your day-to-day life, then you can definitely expand or increase your vocabulary. Just have a look. In the previous video also I have discussed. Read and listen. Track your vocabulary learning progress with your phone or book. Have a word of the day. Have a vocabulary list on the wall. Play games. Have a dictionary or thesaurus around you. Practice. Start a blog. Translate words into your own language. Learn about English and American or the language that you are going to learn, that culture. Try vocabulary quizzes. Use English news broadcasts and other resources to hear new words in context. Correspond with an English pen friend. Write down new words. Use pictures. Learn with other people. Don't be scared. Associate a new word you learn with people and events. Use the new words in other sentences. Learn the roots of words. Study word formation charts. Repeat the word at least 7 times to remember it. Create vocabulary themes. Know the parts of words. Learn now 26. Create antonyms and synonym word list. Learn prefixes and suffixes. Use flashcards. Give yourself weekly words to use. Use dictionary websites. Write an explanation of the word in English. When watching English videos, turn on subtitles. I know that you know the meaning of subtitles. Enjoy yourself with the words you learn. Learn the vocabulary you need to study. Use visual dictionaries. Make your own vocabulary tests. Find a writing partner. Learn collocations. Use word clouds. Use word clouds. Be creative and imaginative when learning vocabulary. Avoid making random word lists. Use the vocabulary you learn in your own way. Assign different colors to different words. Learn groups of words. Describe the world around you. Read more attentively. So, how to improve your English vocabulary? Vocabulary is the foundation of your English skills. That means if you know more words in the English language, then you can express your ideas or your feelings, your opinions in English more effectively or more conveniently. Read dictionaries that contain most words you find in daily life. Read newspapers, magazines, essays, and online materials every day. Do word puzzles and play word games to improve your critical thinking skills. Set a goal of finding and remembering several new words every day. Use the new words that you met into sentences. Write more to expand your vocabulary. These are some tips, or these are the ways that you can follow to expand your vocabulary. So just after the recapitulation, we will enter to the topic of the day. How to build your vocabulary. Encyclopedia Thesaurus. So, how to build your vocabulary? So, today I shall discuss some more ways that you can follow. In the previous video, I discussed from 1 to 16 number way that you can follow. Now 17 number. Don't be scared. Big words can be scary, but you should be excited to learn them and make an effort to use them if you need to broaden your English proficiency. So if you want to broaden your English proficiency, you need not to be scared of the big words. You might feel something scary, but those big words are not scary at all. Just be attentive while learning those big words. So, in order to broaden or in order to expand your English vocabulary, you need not to be scared of those big words. This is the 17 number way to expand your vocabulary. After 17 number, now it's the time to learn the 18 number way. Associate a new word you learn with people and events. So this technique will ensure that you remember the word and how to use it better in related contexts. So suppose you have learnt a new word, but knowing that word, that is not sufficient. You have to understand, or you have to know that how you can associate that new word while talking with people or in any events. So this technique will ensure that you remember the word and you know that in which context or in which events you will use that word, or with which people or with whom you can use that newly learned word. Now 19 number way to expand your vocabulary. Use the new words in other sentences. Yes. Suppose you have learnt new words, but just I have said in 18 number rule or in 18 number way that you have to know that in which context you have to use those words, and you also have to know that how to use those words in sentences. When you learn a bunch of new words, try making sentences with them so that they stick. This will improve your confidence when you are using them in the future. So it will also increase your confidence level. When you learn a bunch of new words, try making sentences with them so that they can stick with you, or they stick with you. This will also improve your confidence level when you are using them in the future. Now 20 number way. Learn the roots of the words. Yes, many English words have Latin, Greek or Germanic origins. From Germany it comes Germanic. And learning how they were created can greatly enhance how well you understand and use them in the future. So there are some English words which come from either from Latin or from Greek or from Germany. So if you try to know the roots of those words, it will enhance your vocabulary, and you can also use this knowledge in the future. You can also convey this information to your friends that these are the English words, and these English words originally came from Latin, Greek or Germany. 21. Study word formation charts. Using a word formation chart is a great way to keep the motivation to learn new words going on. So word formation charts. So you can make a word formation chart. Suppose you can form a new word using a word formation chart. Suppose you are learning some prefixes or suffixes, so you can also make some charts. So using a word formation chart is a great way to keep the motivation to learn new words going. I hope now you can understand. So 17 number, 18 number, 19, 20 and 21. These are some ways to expand your vocabulary. And after 21, now it's the time to learn the 22 number way. Repeat the word at least 7 times to remember it. Yes. It is not like that you have to take a pen and you have to take your vocabulary cup and you will only write the new words that you are getting every day. But you have to remember those words, or you have to know that how or in which context or with whom you have to use those words. So repetition commits things to long-term memory. Long-term memory means you will remember those words for a long time. So to avoid forgetting the new vocabulary you have just learned, make sure that you repeat words at least 7 times for greater memorability. Yes, if you want to memorize, or if you want that the new words will stick with you for a long term or for a long time, then you have to repeat the new words at least for 7 times. Number 23 way. Create vocabulary themes. Try coming up with vocabulary around a certain thing. This will increase the memorability of such words considerably. So create vocabulary themes. So what is the vocabulary theme, you can ask? So while discussing that how can be your vocabulary copy, I told you that you can use several colored sketch pens to write different words. So you can write with different colors for different alphabets, and you can write with those pens. So create vocabulary themes. So if you write different words with different colors, so it will attract your attention and you will remember those words for a long time. Know the parts of words. Understanding the different parts of a word can help you figure out vocabulary words and their meanings more intuitively, which will improve how well you understand and use them in conversations. So understanding the different parts of word. Suppose interaction. Inter then AC, then TION, interaction. So you have to understand the different parts of a word, so you can learn the word very well. And once you just learnt the word very well, you can also use the word in different contexts. Now 25 number way. Learn new vocabulary through English stories, songs and films. By taking an interest in English songs, films and stories, you can learn a lot of new vocabulary in a funny and engaging way. Yes. Every time taking your book and pen, that will become very boring and tedious, and in order to break down or in order to avoid that tediousness, you have to take an interest in English songs, films and stories. You can learn a lot of new vocabulary in a funny and engaging way. You will be engaged while watching English stories or while reading English stories or English movies or films. So I hope you understand the way number 25. Now 26. Create antonym and synonym word lists. Yes. When you come across a word that you would like to learn more about, make a list of synonyms and antonyms for it. Yes. Suppose you are learning a new word. You have to also make sure that you need to know the antonym of the same word and the synonym of the same word. This will lead you to discover new vocabulary, and this will also ensure that you learn the new vocabulary better. So suppose you have learned a new word, so you also have to find out the antonym of that new word and also the synonym of the newly learned word. In this way you can expand your vocabulary, and it will remember, and you will remember it for a long time. 27 number way. Learn prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes come before words and suffixes after the words. A lot of words are created by adding this word parts. So learning more about them can go a long way in making the process of learning vocabulary easier. So students, I know pre means just before. So prefixes come before words and suffixes after the words. So if you learn the prefixes and suffixes, so you can know that how new words can be created just by joining some prefixes before the word and just by joining suffixes after the words. So you can know that how you can use or how you can learn prefixes and suffixes, or it's important to learn prefixes and suffixes. Now use flashcards. Flashcards can be great at helping you learn new words as they are fun to use. Now you can ask me that, ma'am, what are flashcards? Yes, this is very easy. Suppose in your vocabulary copy, you have learnt all the new words started with A. So you will after that you will write all the new words that you have learnt starting with B. So you will just keep some colorful flashcards after A, after B, and in this way you can also find out whenever you will open your vocabulary copy, and it will be very attractive for you. It will attract your attention also. So you can use flashcards. Give yourself weekly words to use. So every week you have a list of new vocabulary words you intend to use. This will conveniently grow your vocabulary over time. So every week you have to make a routine that every week I will learn or I shall learn these words. You have to make a routine that this week I shall learn these words, next week I shall learn those words, and you also have to recapitulate whatever things you have learned in the previous week. This way you can expand your vocabulary. This is the 28 9 number way. And just after 29 number way, I am going to explain number 30. Use dictionary websites. Dictionary websites are great in that, in addition to telling you or to tell you the meaning of words. You will often find many examples on how the words are used so that you can master their context much better. So if you are finding a new word, you can search in the dictionary websites and you will find different meanings, and you will also find that how different words or how the same word is used, how the same word is used in different context with a different meaning. So you can master their context much better. Context means in which situation you have to use any particular word. So dictionary websites can help you. So after 30 number, now we will learn 31 number way that we can follow to expand our vocabulary. Write an explanation of the word in English. Yes. Suppose you are writing, explanation means here the meaning of the word. Suppose you are writing the meaning of the word, so write an explanation of the word in English. Without knowing its meaning, you cannot use the word properly. Yes, if you don't know the meaning of the word, you can't use the word properly. So ensure that you write down the meaning of each word you learn so that you can actually use it properly when the occasion arises. So whenever the occasion arises to use a particular word, you can use that particular word properly. But first of all, you need to learn the meaning of that word. If you don't know the meaning, you can't use the word properly. So you have to know the meaning so that you can use it in the proper context. Now 32 number way. This is very much interesting. You can follow it, or if you feel that you don't want to follow, or if you feel that you can understand whatever is saying or whatever you are listening in the video, then you can turn off the subtitles. When you watch a video with subtitles, you will focus more on the language being used, which will make you learn the new words and their context better. So suppose you are watching an English video, and if you turn on the subtitles, so you can focus, you can see the language being used or said, which will make you learn. So at that time you can understand that in which context or in which situation that those words are used. And if you feel that you can understand it, so you can turn off the subtitles also. So this is the thing we have explained or we have understood today. The part 3 video you will get in the next week. Till then, please study carefully at your home, write new words in your vocabulary copy, and please be safe and healthy. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.